After the evacuation of Chernobyl and Pripyat, it's time for decontamination. Our fight against the invisible enemy has begun. Where just a moment ago you could hear children laughing. Now, there are no signs of life to be found. And that was just the beginning. In the following days, a decision was made to evacuate all villages within 30 kilometers from the reactor. They told us to evacuate all the residents. The thing is, they didn't want to go. They insulted us, called us pigs, spat in our faces. It was supposed to be easier with the animals. We were just to kill them.
Sergeant, back to report. According to the orders, you are to show up at the headquarters immediately.
Where is it?
In the yard in front of the school, Sergeant. Lieutenant Boyko is already waiting.
Thanks, Private. At ease.
Sergeant Sergei Alexandrovich Buryatov, reporting for duty.
At ease, Seryoja. We don't have to do the drill here.
Great. What's the situation?
Crappy. What else could it be? The residents are causing trouble. They don't want to evacuate.
Surprised, huh? The army arrives, orders to drop everything and leave. If I were in their shoes, I'd be causing trouble too.
I get it, Seryoja, but I've got my orders too. What? Should I tell the boys to use force? Lead them held at gunpoint?
Hold on. I'll jump into this. Maybe I can convince them.
Don't listen to us. Do you think they will listen to you? What are you, Kasparovsky?
Oleg, you're a stranger to me, and I'm local. I also had to leave my flat in Pripyat. Had to send my son to Kiev.
If you say so. But you have time until, let's say, 4 p.m.
Then what?
I don't know. We'll drive them into trucks with gun stocks.
You don't believe it yourself.
Obvious, isn't it? But something's got to be done. I'll report to the political officers. Let them worry about it.
You'll have to deal with 2 people then. Some others grew up fucker from the security service.
Listen, I'm just a regular teacher. And here, they're making me to kick people out of their homes, threaten them with guns.
I'm not sure bringing the KGB into this would make things better.
At least they will be responsible for the decision, not me. I've got a family in Lviv. My kiddos want to go to college.
I get it. But these people have their own lives too.
My wife and kids are all that matters to me. Fuck everything else. Besides, you're no saint either. You're the only one with enough sense to freak out and crap your pants when talking to the security service. I thought you understood that.
I did, but damn, Oleg. What are they doing to us? We're starting to jump into our own throats.
That's always been their way. Make people fight with each other, so that everyone was afraid of everyone.
They're doing great.
Because the odds are in their favor. Ever since they brought us here, everyone's been on edge. It's a matter of time when someone lost their cool.
Okay. How can I help?
You have to mark the radiation zones. We don't need anyone to barge into a contaminated area.
Where can I get the gear?
We've got a temporary storage in the school. You'll find flags and a dosimeter there.
Do you also want me to chat with the locals?
Give it a shot. Houses number 3, 5, 6, and 7.
Alright. Anything else?
If you want, reach out to the village head. He knows the locals, so he might give you some tips on how to talk to them. His name is Anatoly Vladimirovich Pankov.
See you later then.
Yep. Bye.
Anatoly Vladimirovich. I've got a business to discuss with you.
If you didn't have any business, you probably wouldn't have come, officer.
True, but I'm not an officer, just a sergeant.
So tell me, Sergeant, what do you need from me?
I heard that people don't want to evacuate from the village.
And you're surprised by this? From one day to the next, they have to abandon all their belongings and leave. What kind of stories are you telling me, Sergeant? What contamination? The carrots are growing as they used to, the water tastes the same, and the air doesn't smell bad.
Because contamination is invisible and odorless. But trust me, Anatoly Vladimirovich, this monstrosity is everywhere and it's going to kill you in the end.
We survived the revolution of 1917. The Poles, the Petlura in 1920. The Germans in 1941, and the times they liberated us in December of 1943. So how on earth some stupid nuke lights could kill us?
Oh, Anatoly Vladimirovich, it's your life on the stake here, and you're cracking jokes. I want what's best for you.
And I'm not saying you don't, but this is our land. This is our home, and I won't allow all of this to go down the drain.
If we can't manage to evacuate you, the security service will come and do the evacuation for us. With or without your permission.
Let them come. Don't worry about us, Sergeant.
I'm Seryoja.
And I am Anatoly. But you already know that.
Ah, Anatoly, you're asking for trouble. Goodbye.
God bless you.
Hello, Sergeant. What brings you to me?
Let's not act like kids. You know darn well why I'm here.
Let's say I know. So what? The announcements say that the level doesn't exceed half a Rentgen per hour.
And I'm a dosimetrist. I'm telling you, in some places the level exceeds 10 Rentgens per hour. Do you want me to bring the Geiger counter?
Impossible. And the announcements?
They are intended not to cause panic. Actually, it's much worse. Should I show the Geiger counter?
I was supposed to watch over my parents' belongings, but I won't risk my life.
Right decision. Grab only your personal stuff and head to the yard in front of the school. From there, a truck will take you out of the contamination zone.
Aren't you bored?
I don't get it.
Coming to me. 2 guys have already been hitting on me today.
With little effect, as I see.
Surprised soldier? One guy comes, another one comes. They blubbering but not listening. I told them I'd leave the house, but only after I sort things out.
So what kind of business do you have to sort out?
I gotta go to the cemetery, to Mother's grave. I want to say goodbye and take a handful of soil. Hell knows if I ever come back here. High or not, you're going all over that place and somehow you are fine. How am I supposed to know if this radiation thing is true?
So why the heck are we evacuating you from here?
Do I look like I know? Maybe want to set up some secret base here or make a reservoir on the Pripyat? People were being displaced from here more than once.
How about the protective suits? Dosimeters? All this gear? Come on, no one would make such a fuss just to evacuate a few villages.
Soviet science already knows such cases. Batyushkas from the Kremlin come up with every nonsense just to have their way.
So they blow up the power plant themselves?
Come on, they be able to blame the Americans for everything and even kick off the Third War.
I'm done here. Hopeless case.
Yes, kick off the Third War.
What again? We've sent the kids off to Kiev and you've already made sure that the livestock was slaughtered.
Take it easy. I'm here to talk to you.
Talk? You can't talk, you only know how to kill. All the chickens, pigs.
You kill the dog and the cat ran away. The kids' hearts will break from despair.
I just want to help.
Help? And how exactly can you help us? Have you heard it? He's going to look for our cat.
If you agree to leave, I'll let you take this cat with you.
Oh, the kids would be thrilled.
And why should I believe you?
You'll wrap the cat in some swaddle, and I'll try to make sure that they don't check you too much at the station. Deal?
Once you find the cat, we can talk about it. Run away into the forest behind the shack.
Hang on. I'll be back soon.
The cat, did you?
Actually, I did. He's perched on the branch of a tall pine tree, not far from the bluff to the northwest.
So why on earth didn't you bring it, man?
He was freaked out. I was scared he would run away.
Hush, hon. He did well. I'm going to take him down.
So? Will you leave the village?
He will. There's no reason to stick around here anyway.
Grab your most needed stuff, and go to the yard in front of the school.
We'll be there in half an hour.
Hello there, babushka.
Well, hello there, young man. You must want to talk me into this whole evaluation thing, huh?
Evacuation.
What was that?
Evacuation. No evaluation.
You have to speak louder. My hearing's not what it used to be.
Yes. We have to evacuate you from here.
Oh, yeah. But I'm too old for this. What do I care about your radiation? The hell with this!
How's that?
Like that! Fuck off, you all!
Lieutenant Boyko, this is Sergeant Buryatov. Report, please.
Report, Sergeant Buryatov.
I need 2 officers to come over to house number 7 to evacuate an elderly lady.
Understood. I'm on it.
Over and out.
Yasko! Yasko, where the fuck is my wife? How the hell should I know? The first one I found in your bed! That's why!
And what? How's the work going?
Done. Zones marked.
Great. Did you talk to the locals?
I did. Unfortunately, I didn't manage to convince everyone.
It's good that at least you convinced someone. The rest will be taken care of by the security service. Ah, I almost forgot. This major from the political bureau was asking about you.
Tupin. I hoped I got him over and done with.
It's not so easy to break free from him. He still bust my balls as well.
Did he say what he wants?
No, better go and talk to him. He's at the Chernobyl committee headquarters.
I don't even know if I want to talk to him at all.
Teresa Ivanovna's mother died upon hearing about the evacuation.
As I live and breathe, I'm about to spit out my lungs. It's bad. Old Stiopa, he must have walked into all that radiation.
What do you mean he walked into the radiation? This isn't a piece of shit. Where did this idea even come from?
It's bad with him. His skin is peeling off in chunks. His hair is falling out. And to add to that, he began spitting out his teeth in the morning.
How long has it been? When did this all start?
I don't know. I reckon it's been about 3 days since he started feeling worse. No need, officer. We've already phoned them. A scientist lady has just arrived who knows that radiation stuff. 'Cause you didn't ask.
Chill out, Oleg. That lady you were talking about, she's slim and has shoulder-length blonde hair, right?
Yes. How did you know?
'Cause she's the only radiobiologist around here. I'll go over there, have a chat with Nadia, and let you know what I've sorted out.
Hello, Seryoja. It's a shame we're meeting under such circumstances.
Lately, circumstances aren't too rosy.
True.
What the heck happened here?
In the next room, there is a man showing signs of radiation sickness. And that's in full swing.
He must have been exposed to a hefty dose for quite some time.
That's why I sent the village head for you.
You know, I should report this to the higher-ups.
I know, but please don't do that. They'll sweep this under the rug, and we have to find out what really happened. How about this man and his wife? don't they deserve justice?
What justice? It's already too late for him.
Don't you care that he will end up in unmarked grave and she will be taken to Siberia?
Maybe it would be better if they threw me into an unmarked grave and took my family to Siberia.
That's not what I meant.
I have to think about my son, my folks. I will not be a pawn of the secret police.
You will do as you see fit.
Since arriving in the zone, I haven't slept a wink all night.
Sergeant Sergei Alexandrovich Buryatov speaking. Get me through to Major Tupin.
Major Tupin, what it's all about?
We've got a problem. One of the locals got a huge dose of radiation.
What does it mean, huge?
Acute radiation sickness. I'll give him a few days.
Do you know how this happened?
He probably walked into a contaminated area somewhere around his place.
So you go back to the house of this ill guy, check the area with a dosimeter, and report back to me with the results. Got it?
Yes, Major.
Comrade Major, don't forget yourself, Buryatov. Over and out.
Since arriving in the zone, I haven't slept a wink all night. I volunteered and already regret it.
Buryatov speaking. Give me Major Tupin.
Report, Sergeant.
Behind the house there is a zone of high radiation. Damn dangerous.
Is it possible that he has picked up this bloody thing there?
Yes, I assume so. It seems like someone has been recently picking mushrooms and berries there.
That explains a lot. Is anyone else showing symptoms?
I do not know about that.
I understand. Now, go to the soldiers at the military checkpoint and tell them to contact me.
And what about that contamination zone?
After talking to the soldiers, you will go and mark it. Once you're done, return to the headquarters and wait for further orders. Got it?
Yes, Comrade Major.
Well, get to work, Buryatov. Over and out.
Since arriving in the zone, I haven't slept a wink all night.
You are ordered to contact Major Tupin. Head to the headquarters as quickly as possible and call him on the radio.
Yes, Sergeant.
Do it! Right away!
I volunteered and already regret it.
Dupin wants to talk to you. I think this is urgent.
Sure, thanks.
Since arriving in the zone, I haven't slept a wink all night.
Sergeant Buryatov speaking. Connect me with Major Tupi.
Buryatov, I assume the zone is marked.
That's right, Comrade Major.
Great. Now, I want you to go to the village head and let him know that no one can find out about this whole incident. Got it?
Yes, sir. And what if he doesn't want to cooperate?
You have a free hand. Do as you see fit, as long as the matter is swept under the rug. Oh, and one more thing. Later, go and clean up the sick guy's place, so that there's no trace of contamination. Over and out.
Hello, Anatoly Vladimirovich.
Hi. What about Styopa? Did you manage to sort it out somehow?
You see, Anatoly Vladimirovich, it would be best if you forgot about the whole thing with Styopa.
How's that?
As if it never happened. Do you understand?
Not really.
For your own good and that of your family, remember that Styopa and his wife were evacuated with the rest of the residents. Unless you want some sad gentleman to explain it to you.
No, God forbid. I understand everything now. Styopa and his wife left, and that's it. I don't know anything more.
All right. Much better. Keep your mouth shut, and everything will be just fine.
Sure thing, Comrade Sergeant.
I volunteered and already regret it.
How are you holding up?
This is not my cup of tea.
What are you talking about? If it weren't for your composure, I don't know what would have happened.
Nothing went as I wanted. It was supposed to be quick and efficient, but it's not worth talking.
Did we manage to evacuate the village? Yes. So what are you talking about?
What do you mean, what am I talking about? I couldn't get along with the locals. The guys in the platoons are tense. It's a miracle they didn't start shooting.
It was because you had control over the situation.
And that old guy who wandered into the radiation field?
We had no control over that. He had gone mushroom picking before we even arrived. With the dose he took, there was no chance of survival.
I mean, sure, but it could have been done better.
Man, none of us was prepared for this. They took us straight from the streets and sent us here without any training to clean up the mess for them. And after that, you're mad at yourself?
You know, it's not like that.
So what is it like? Maybe you want to defend the party now? I have long since given up any illusions about the comrades from the Kremlin. We don't matter to them.
I won't defend the party. After a few weeks in the zone, I figured out that they don't really care about us.
Oh, I guess it's the first time my friend Oleg admits I am right.
Let it go, dude. I've had enough of getting screwed over lately. I don't need more like you nagging at me.
Sure. I'm just glad that you don't have blinders on anymore. That you've recovered from ideological ballooning.
And who said I recovered? I still believe in socialism, but not in this form. The party just warped his thinking.
Ah, Oleg. You're a real diehard.
What can I do? How's Nadia? How did she handle the whole situation?
She puts on a brave face, but I can see that the old man's death and all this commotion have really affected her.
Yeah, she'll be fine. From what I've seen of her, she's a tough gal.
I mean, I'm still a little worried about her.
It's natural. Everyone worries about their loved ones.
By the way, have you heard any news from home?
Yes. My family is okay. Kids are in the countryside at Grandma's, and my sweetheart sits at work from morning till night. They're having some sort of audit at the plant or something. And how about yours?
I just wanted to write to Fietka.
So? I won't bother you more.
Sure.
Switch the radar into standby and prepare yourself for leaving the building. We evacuate the facility.